Yo, people! Awesome PD people! Welcome to your transition framework briefing and how to you transit. So, you have me and Audrey, and we will discuss how we're gonna transition. So, it's very simple. First thing you do is you go to this website, which is isaac.cosd.o, which is your cornerstone of website. So this is basically cornerstone now. So yes. So you log in with your Isaac email. And then the next thing you do is you see these three lines over here, you click it, you go to communities, you go to all communities, and then you should see two things, Asia Pacific and Isaac in Malaysia. So you click Isaac in Malaysia. And when you click Isaac in Malaysia, you should go to the topics, and in the topics you will see EB 2018. Yes, thank you, Audrey. And then you will see EB one-to-one transition framework. So you click it. So when you click it, you will see there are separate individual LCs over here. So pretty much you just click to your own LC. So Audrey, since you requested UKM, so when you click UKM, and then ta-da, you'll be in the UKM EB 1718 transition framework. So as you can see, there are all this progress check bar. So for the sake of this video, it will be PD, since it's both me and Audrey. So we will go to the EB to EB PD transition. So the key things that we want to highlight here is the part on the functional competency. So there's essentially 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. So let us explain what's happening in this part. So the first part, which is very crucial, which all of you need to know, is the overview of PD, which essentially is about clarity of PD, and you need to know the difference between PD and PD for IGV in detail, since we are shifting from last 6 months to right now. So it's a bit different, so there to be a clear clarity on that. Next will be leads. So leads essentially is how do you essentially find relevant leads for your prospects, in this sense, whether is it for your IGV partner or whether it's for your IGT partner. So you need to know clear leads. And then meetings. So as the LCVP current, you should at least share with your successor on how is it like attending meetings, how is it like closing deals, how are companies like, and also it would be ideal that if you could bring your current or your elected LCVP along with you to attend meetings, so that they have a feel on how is it like going for a sales meeting. And the last part of the PD process is about signing the MOU. So make it very clear to your successor that what is the MOU about, and you need to know what is the key things that you need to have for your IGV and IGT MOU. And lastly, if there's a national MOU template, I think for IGT there is, you can refer to, there's an IGT MOU template, so you can ask Tavi for it. So yep, it's all there. And the next thing will be the PD for organizations. So the first part is about partner management. So as you can see, it's divided into two parts, IGV and IGE and IGT. So for IGV, you need to understand the importance of the account partner, and also the very crucial thing, which is the customer centricity. And at the same time, something which you should translate is how do you understand how well your current account is. So like what's happening with this current partner, what are the things which is going on, what are the things which need to be continued by your by your successor. So that's something which is very important. And lastly will be you understand how your own personal talent capacity within your department is ready for this management. And last, for IG and IGT will be know how to follow up with partners. Do you have a regular touch points with your partners? So probably you can think of the routines on how could you actually have this sort of touch point with your partners. And moving on, we have the customer loyalty for organization. So essentially, customer loyalty is about how can we essentially retain our current partners, not just for a one-term basis, but essentially for the next coming 2 to 3 terms. So it's a sustainable partnership throughout these 2 to 3 years. So it's about really understanding why is it important that customer loyalty is there. As well, at the same time, how can we essentially make this partnership sustainable and last long? And lastly will be how to upscale the partnership, meaning how can we add more value to both the partner as well as to us. And the last part for the PD for organization will be the governance. So very clearly need to understand key documents such as the MOU, such as the JQ, and any other necessary documents. So it's very important that these 2 documents which affect the legality of our organization, your elect should essentially understand what are the key legalities behind IGT and IGV documents. Yeah. So the last part for the functional transition will be the faster, which is how can we have a short process time for all our customers. So there are really two parts for it. One is about timeline and one is about tracking tools. So essentially for timeline, your LCBPE should essentially know the global timeline of the operations so that we as the PD team can understand how is it like the timeline for both IGET and IGV, so we can plan our sales peak, we can plan our sales meetings so it's more efficient and we don't miss any sort of deadlines, so that it doesn't affect the other products' performance as well. And the last part will be performance tracking tools. So something which is very crucial would be how, as the LCBPE, need to understand the importance of using PA, which is a performance appraisal, using a departmental tracker, lastly your meeting slides, and also any applicable tools such as HubSpot, which is very important. So do emphasize that to your current successor. So make sure that they know all these key trackers, PA, departmental tracker, your meeting slides, as well as HubSpot, which is, or any other tool which you're using right now to track your membership or to track your own members in your department. So yep, these are mainly the key things for the functional transition in PD, and this is the thing that we want to highlight. So repeating again will be overview of PD, the PD processes, PD for organizations, and lastly faster and shorter process time for customers. So yeah, these are the key things you need. If you don't understand or you need more clarity, you can definitely contact me or Audrey over here, and we can give you more explanation on what are the materials or what are the education that we need. So yeah, thank you very much everyone. See you in WNC or EBMT bootcamp. Bye.